I got my start here back in around 2000. I came to school here, and our first year, our first semester here, we met in the chapel, just as a regular college student. And then we ended up that spring of 2000, we moved over to the gym for chapel services and stuff because we were renovating the chapel. Back then there was like one guy that ran all the audio visual for the school. So when they renovated the chapel, we got this state-of-the-art sound system that got brought in, video, projection, everything. And at that point, that's when I kind of got interested more in the audiovisual side. Later on, once I got on staff here at the school doing media work as a student, I was a part of a 3-person team that we literally did an audio. You had someone who did lighting and someone who did projection. At that point, stayed on that team throughout the time. We were the main ones that ran the audiovisual for the school, but we had a few people that would do some video camera work. It was very simple stuff at that time. Around 2003, the school started seeing that all of us that ran sound and video were coming to a point of graduation. And that was the point that I sat down with one of the guys and we wrote up a job description for full-time, because he had no desire, to do this full-time because he had a job when he graduated. And so I was really looking for something to do and continue what was going on, because at that point we had someone who was over us, but they were faculty and they spent most of their time teaching. So we kind of ran things ourselves at that point, with a little direction. So it was time, with the way things were growing, we needed to have more authority, someone over the department. So at that point we presented it, and honestly, this is something that Dr. Hagen had proposed when he came here back around 99, 98, 99, that this was a position that was going to be needed eventually. I've seen a lot of changes happen in media over the years here, from just simple productions. Literally, when I started, we were recording on a cassette tape. Right before chapel, the secretary would come in and she would hand me a cassette tape, and we would go from there. Up to full production. It was a major deal when we started doing image magnification on the screens. People thought it was kind of funny at first. But it was needed. It was something that was needed. There's a lot of blind spots in our chapel, and that image magnification was able to bring people closer into the worship experience. And now we're fully streaming live, full production, multi-track productions happening in the back. There's been a lot of changes in that form of how, just moving over to live streaming, everything was at front of house, and now we have our whole production studio in the back that we can broadcast from, that we can do multi-track recording. It's such a blessing just to see how far things have went over the years. I mean, to start with a one person running media to 3 people, and now we have a full staff of 16 people plus a part-time assistant plus myself. Running this ministry, and we do anything from just simple mic setups all the way to recording recitals, cultural events, doing so many different things on this campus. There's a lot that goes on around here that people don't realize behind the scenes events. We had a period of time where we had to run 3 events in one night, and that was a major deal. And now it's not uncommon to run 3-4 events at once. And so it's really a blessing just to see how far things have went, and how the ministry side of being able to meet needs and be able to come alongside my staff and do some amazing things.